Alright guys, welcome to this episode on the using the indicator TTM Squeeze with the momentum for your day trading. This will be what you see down here, and I got both of them combined together. That's how I use them. Let me separate them first so that way it makes it easier to understand it. The momentum, which is the top one you see over here, you have the purple line, which is a zero line, and then you got the light blue, which is your momentum. It kind of shows you the momentum's up or down. If it's below the zero line, then the momentum is pushing down. If it's above it, then the momentum is pushing to the upside. On its own, it doesn't do much, but with the TTM Squeeze, it's got some really cool signals with it. The TTM Squeeze shows me the cycle of the market. It goes up, it rests, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So it kind of lets me know what cycle the stock is at. So if, let's say, I'm over here in this section and I'm expecting it to go up, but the market is kind of trending down, or it's just kind of like the squeeze is going to the downside, that means there's going to be a rest period before you get a push. So until I see this red turn into yellow and it's working its way back up, I'm not going to be seeing anything anytime soon. So it kind of lets me gauge the market. Also, when it's green, it means the market is more volatile, is doing things. When it turns red, that means that it's going into a squeeze. And squeezes mean the market is less volatile. Like where you see the red right here, it just means it's getting really tight. They're not doing anything, it's just sitting there. The great thing about it is that when it does go through a squeeze, it has to release. It's like pressure being put together like a soda can that needs a pop. Well, once it pops, depending on the momentum, if the momentum is up and it gets out of the squeeze, if it's above the zero line, it will explode to the upside. If its momentum is underneath, when in the squeeze and it pops, it will push to the downside. So this is where it kind of helps you gauge it before something explodes. Okay. The other thing is you will also always pay attention to what's going on a little bit higher, because the 1 minute is about as low as you're going to go, but the 5 minute trumps the 1 minute. So for example, you got this big squeeze right over here, but there's no real push. You can see there's no upside, but here the momentum's on the upside, so it's above the zero, so it should be pushing to the up, but somehow it just turned around and fell. And you're like, well, what happened there? It's something. One of the bigger time frames must have not let it run up. So if we go up to the 5 minutes and find out what happened, before I do that, it's around, oops, I need my little lines here so I know what time frame is on. About 14:22. Around 14:22 puts it about right here. You can see that when you had that momentum showing that was going to go up, about right here, it should have popped up. The 5 minutes is already working on its way down. So this one trumped the 1 minute. Okay. This indicators work great with the 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15. It does not work well with a 30 minutes or higher. I don't use the 15, but I'm just putting it in here for right now to kind of show you what it looks like. When that time frame that we saw, which is about the 1400, is already working on its way down. So you got two time frames that are already pushing the market to the downside. So that's why on the 1 minute, it didn't go anywhere. When it should have popped to the top, to the upside, the 5 minutes and the 15 already trumped it. And it kind of kept it down, didn't go anywhere. So that's how it kind of helps gauge this thing. What's also easier for me, I like to put them together. So for example, if I go in here, go to the momentum, and I only leave the momentum one on, and I get rid of the zero line because it stays really close with the dots. Turn that one off. I turn everything off and only leave the momentum one on. And then I throw the momentum right on top of it. Oops, should have made it a little bit thicker. Now, notice how it's behind the TTM squeeze. If you just change the order of it, it will move it up. Yeah, let's make that a different color, make it easier to see it. Okay. Yeah, that works. Alright, so now working together, when you see these squeezes, you can tell which way the momentum is going, which direction it will explode. So if you time these right, you can get a nice little run before that squeeze pops. Okay, let's see. Let's show a couple examples here. A, L, B. Oops. And all right, first here's a little squeeze right there. And you see that the momentum's underneath it. So as soon as it broke, it did a little pull. So it went from 73.26 down to 72.61. So a pretty big jump there. Okay, because the momentum is pointing to the downside, so it told you which direction it was going to go. Here you have another squeeze. Got the 3 dots. The momentum is on the upside, and it took off. So it went from 74.29 to 74.91. Okay, a couple examples. RRS. Got the squeeze right here where the red dots are. Momentum's on the upside. As soon as it got out of the squeeze, it jumped. So it went from $30.26 to $30.57. Here's another squeeze. Oops. So we did that one right here. Now I lost track of where I was. Here's another squeeze. As soon as it came out of that squeeze, since the momentum was on the bottom, it took a dive from 30.41 to 30.31. Here's another squeeze. So this kind of gives you ideas of how this works. Does it always work? No, nothing works 100% of the time. It gives you an idea, like if you do see it, kind of to watch out which direction it's going to help you with. No indicator is 100% accurate, but it does give you an edge on the market. All right, guys. So hopefully this will help you with trading, and see you guys in the trading room.